This is Srihari from Michigan.
Hare Krishna, kids. Happy Thursday.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I don't have school tomorrow.
Why?
Because there's a holiday for Easter.
Same.
Oh.
On Friday and Monday,
Mataji.
And Friday is Good Friday, so we have holiday, and Monday is another holiday.
Oh. That's
Mataji,
good. Yeah?
we have so today we had half school and then we don't have school tomorrow like Vrinda, and we also don't have school on Monday.
Oh, we have school tomorrow in Georgia.
Did you guys have spring break
Yes.
already?
Yes.
This is our spring break.
Oh, this is your spring break. Spring came very late then.
Yeah.
I know. How many weeks you have holidays?
Only like tomorrow and Monday, and then also also Tuesday.
Oh.
So
How
I go
come
back to
only
school on
2
Wednesday.
days? Oh, okay. Back
Do
on
you have
Wednesday.
holiday on Tuesday too?
Yes, Rinda.
And Monday?
I don't have school on Monday and Tuesday, but I go home and then I go back to school on Wednesday.
Oh, you're lucky. I only have a 4-day
So it's like
weekend.
spring break for them now. So it's like both the spring break and Easter holidays together.
We only have a 4-day weekend because of Easter and Good Friday.
Yeah.
And staff development holiday.
Yeah. Oh, staff development holiday. Even I should get it. I'm just kidding.
We get a lot of staff development holidays here.
Me too.
Awesome. We should get employee development holiday for us. Okay, then. I see people are joining. Let's start the class with pranam mantras. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Who wants to say prayers?
Mataji,
Mataji, we do it all together, right, Mataji?
Yeah, but you can follow. Subhadra will do, and you all can follow. Okay. Start. You can unmute and you can.
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे श्रीविशेष शून्यवादी पश्यत देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you so much, kids, for the prayers. And let me share. Am I sharing the screen, right? You all can see?
Yes,
Without any obstructions? Awesome. So, today we will be continuing the past life of Vitrasuras. Okay? Past life we will see. Haribol, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Mataji. Is Ritasura's past life like was he Chitraketu?
Yes, it was Chitraketu. Very good. So from Monday on, I think this week along, we were seeing like how the what's the life of Vitrasura's past life, King Chitraketu, and his whole story, like how he became king and then what's his problem is and kind of. So I'll just give a gist of whatever we spoke this week, and then we can go towards today's class. Okay. So you all know the story of Vitrasura, right? We all studied Vitrasura, long story with Kahoot and everything. Everyone did amazing in the Kahoot as well. So I assume that everyone knows Vitrasura now by now, right? He is a very great devotee. And who killed Vitrasura? Anyone wants to answer?
Mataji?
Indra.
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 Indra, Mataji.
Yes,
Indra.
Indra. With which weapon he killed Vitrasura?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Yes, with the
Thunderbolt.
thunderbolt. And Vitrasura is a Brahmana and a devotee. Easy.
Yes, he is.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
He
he
is
is
a
a
devotee.
Brahmana and also he is a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So, what happens to that? Like, no, Indra killed, right? So, Indra was feeling so remorseful. He was so feeling very sad because he killed a devotee of Vishnu. That is very, very, like, as if you were, like, take devotee's life is very precious, right? So when you kill a Brahmana and a devotee of Vishnu, he was feeling that I'll get so much of sinful reactions now for this. I have to go on to the atonement. So how will I do it? But all the demigods and sages, everyone are appreciating Indra. That okay, now you have killed Vitrasura, that you have done, you killed a demon, so it's a very good job and kind of. But Indra was not at all happy. So then, you know what? Uh, there was a Chandala, like, like a woman who was chasing Indra for that. So for that reason, Indra had to go into the, I think there's a Manasava, yeah, Manasavan, and in the lotus stem, there's a lotus stem like this big, like a bamboo, right? Bamboo stick, like there's a hole. So in that he went and took a shelter, Indra. So when he was taking shelter there for 1,000 years, so then what happened? Then the story of, like, even Parikshit Maharaj was amazed, like how can a devotee be killed, and how Indra escaped all of this and kind of. Then Sukadev Goswami started telling about the in Vitrasura's past life. So in the past life, his name was King Chitraketu. He used to rule the kingdom called as Surasena. Okay, that Surasena, he was the emperor. Emperor means like he is a king for many kingdoms. It's almost the whole. And the Surasena was very rich. It's rich in culture, rich in money, opulences, everything, education, all the people in that kingdom are educated, are very rich, and they have abundant crops also. No one is suffering. No one is suffering. Everyone were very happy because even King Chitraketu was very pious man. He always follows proper rules and regulations as well. So he also, even the kingdom, if it has lots of money and wisdom and education, all the people are educated, right? Even the king will also have all these qualities. So King Chitraketu, he has lots of wealth, wisdom. He is very learned, educated person, and also has all kinds of, name it, everything he has, all material opulences. But he always used to be very sad. He used to cry at nights, and he used to say like, I don't know what I am missing, but I am really missing it. I'm very unhappy. So why? Because he was not having a child. He doesn't have his own child, but he has, I think around 10,000, no, 1 million wives or
10
something.
million wives.
10 millions. Thank you, Palvit. So 10 million wives he has, but there is not a single child given by any of the queens. So one day, what happened is sage Angira arrived at the courtyard of King Chitraketu's. So when kingdom. So when he arrived, King Chitraketu received him very nicely. He washed his feet. He was very happy. I mean, sorry, he was very happily received him and everything. And then he gave fruits. He gave so many things. But Sage Angira was trying to observe this king, all his emotions, what is going on his sorry, in his mind and everything. So he understood Sage Angira, who has mystic, powers, and also he is very austere with his powers. He was able to understand that King Chitraketu really getting troubled in his heart and mind. So he inquired him, "What happened, King Chitraketu? Why are you so sad? I can see that something is bothering you. What is that?" Then King Chitraketu said, "See, you know everything. You know in and out of my mind, but I just wanted to say out of my mouth. So let me say from my mouth. I wanted, I have everything. I have everything, all the material opulences, everything I have. But even I have so many wives, 10 million wives. But still, I don't have a child. Without a child, I cannot, uh, you know, the Vamsha that what call as that descendants will not be there. My descendants, it will just stop.
You
So
don't
who
want
will perform the Pitra Puja? Who will? I won't get the all this, like I can't go back to Godhead or heavens because no one is there to perform a Pitru Puja when I die. So what will happen? So I need a son. Then Sage Angira understood his mind and he says that, okay, I will perform a sacrifice and I'll give you a remnants out of that sacrifice, that is Yajna, and you can give it to your first wife, that is Krita Duty. Then, then you will get a child. But there is a catch here.
Amma,
This
can
child
I
will
have
bring
ice
you
cream?
both joy and lament. Both,
What did mommy tell you? Just
okay. So this child will bring you both bad luck and also, let me quickly, both joy and lamentation. That means that you will be very happy when he's born, but he will, because of him, you will really suffer. You will see what lamentation is also. Then he was thinking that, oh, what a boy can do. Maybe because he is just one and after a long time he is born, maybe I'll spoil him. So that's why that is the cause of the lamentation. But it's okay. Let me deal with that later. Then, with that remnants, he gave the prasadam, the sweet rice, to his first wife, and from that prasadam, he got a child. So that first wife gave him a child, and the newborn baby born. All the people in the kingdom were very happy. Some days later, he started to be more attached to the first wife and also this boy because he was born, right? So after a long time, and he's longing for a child, so he was so attached to them. But the other wives, they got very, very, very jealous. And when they got jealous, they got a wicked, very, very bad idea. They wanted to kill that baby boy. That's so bad, right? But out of jealousy, see how people can also change. That's why we should never be jealous of anyone. We should always think that everything given by Krishna to whomever it is, we should not take away from there. It's up to their karma that they got it. Like that we should think. But these wives, they did not think like that. They thought that this boy is not my son. He's only the first wife's son. They could have thought that this boy is also my son, and they could have raised him. But no, so they gave poison and killed the baby. That's so bad. Now this news spread to king. Immediately he came there and he was really lamenting on that baby. Now he understood. Oh, this child is bringing the lamentation, but he didn't even think, he's not at the position that to think about that. So he was really lamenting, saying that my son died, my son died, my son died, like that. Now sage Narada and Angira visits him again. These two sages, they are very exalted devotees, right? They always give us the right medicine at the right moment. Whenever we need, whenever we are diseased, they will give us a medicine through their instructions and they will resolve our issues. Like that, now Sage Narada and Angira came and they were inquiring, why are you lamenting so much? I've already told you that this boy will bring both joy and lamentation. Now you see by yourself. Now, Sage also. So they told, see, this body is not like we all read in Bhagavad Gita, right? How many people read in the Bhagavad Gita that soul never dies, but the body dies. Do you all know, or shall I elaborate on that as well? Yeah, Subhadra.
तस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्ति धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for that verse. Yes. Dehino asmin yata dehe.
Mataji,
So,
Mataji, I can tell the translation.
Yes, Palvit, please do that.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Palvit. As you said, the soul migrates from one body to the another body. The soul never dies. It just changes its body as if it's changing its dress. As we every day clean our body and then change our dress, right? So like that, soul also changes the body once that body is not usable anymore. Like, it becomes old age and then it says, okay, I'm old, this body is no use for me, now I'll just get out of this body and go to the another body, like that. So he gave until yesterday we heard all this in detail by each Mataji has clearly explained all of these in detail, right? All the information, all the what does we mean by transmigration and everything. Now, today, we will discuss how sage Narada gave Chitraketu the mantra that because of that mantra, he once he recites that mantra, he can get the darshan of Lord Sankarsana in only 7 nights. That's so powerful, right? Only in 7 nights, if he chants this mantra, he will go and get the darshan of Lord Sankarsana. We do how many rounds of chanting each day? But still we are here. Our heart is so much, miles of dust is been on our hearts. We are not able to even go beyond what our thinking. We are still entangled in this material world. But because of the mercy of the pure devotee, that is Narada, who has given him mantra, such a powerful mantra, with that he can get Lord Sankarsana's darshan in just 7 nights. That's so powerful, and also it's like, merciful of mercy of Narada. Then he also told, now, and also I just wanted to mention that why he is giving mantra right now. Like, Angira and Narada came now and they were just giving so much of a lecture to King Chitraketu, and he gave mantra now. What about before the child, without giving child, he can give mantra directly to Chitraketu, right? That would have been even easier. Why to go through this pain, all this drama? Why? Because when I am having all opulences, I'm very happy now. And someone comes and tells, okay, no, go and surrender to Krishna. Will I do that? I'll say, no, I'm very busy. I have to do my homework. I have to do my, laundry. I have to do my, clean up everything. I have to play. I have to do all those things. I can't do. I can't do even chant my rounds. So I'll not surrender to Krishna. We'll say like that. But if the same message is given when there is a lamentation, that is, that something which he wants is lost, at that moment, then he will be more receptive. So he will learn and easily. So that's why he's able to understand. And they saw the correct situation, and Narada Muni started telling all this. And he educated him, because he is so wise and he is already educated and he's scholar person. He was able to understand Narada's and Angira's message easily. Now, Narada Muni told that, okay, let me show you by example, practically. So he, with his magic, mystic power, he asked the child, "Oh Jiva, let me, okay. Oh Jiva, just see your father, mother, friends, and relatives overwhelmed with grief with your passing away. See everyone, how they are really grieving for you. Now re-enter into the body and enjoy the remainder of your life and enjoy all the riches that you have from your father. You rule the kingdom. You be here only. Don't go anywhere. Now don't die. You come back to the life." Like that, he came back to the life. Narada Muni brought the baby back to the life. Now, also he has told that, okay, this baby that you can enjoy now. But the revived child spoke. In which birth were these persons are my parents? He was asking. He totally lost the, he forgot about everyone and said that, see, I have so many parents. In which birth were these persons are my parents? Like that he was asking. Then what happened? And the baby was still speaking. I have been wandering because of my karma in in the wombs of so many mothers. So I've already took so many births, from, from one womb to the other womb to the other womb, like that, like a chain. I'm going through cycles of birth and death. I'm still here. So I am really going in the cycle. Just as gold and other commodities pass between people in due course of transaction. See, if you, for example, you have, treasure from your ancestors, what will say, oh, I got this necklace, beautiful necklace from my grandmother, and it passes through the generation. If you ask your grandmother, from where did you get this necklace, she will say that from my grandmother. Like that, from the ancestor, property is also going from one hand to the other hand. But the grandmother and great grandmother are alive? No, right? They are not alive. They are, we don't know where they are also after the death. So, like that, gold and other commodities, we are just passing from one hand to the other hand. But the gold and commodities are always like that only. They are not being changed. But what is changing? The hands. Similarly, the bodies are different, but the soul is the same. So, like that, I am going from one body to the other body. And I have so many fathers and mothers. It's not like I have only one mother and one father. No, because in each life I have one father, I have mother, friends, relatives, well-wishers. I have so many like that. In many lives, I have unlimited number of fathers and mothers and relatives and enemies. I have also some enemies and well-wishers as well. I met so many of them. So because of my karma, I'm bound to this birth cycle of birth and death. So you know what, like karma is like a golf ball. When you open a golf ball, I think I have given you this example many times. But when you open the golf ball, what will happen? It's all in, one rubber band on one rubber band, like it just entangles. So if you start taking one rubber band, you will not be able to get that, because you need to take one more rubber band before this rubber band needs to be entangled from, I mean, take out from the golf ball. So like that, it is so much, like an entangled into each other, like, so much. So it's very hard to get out of this karma's business. So like that, because of, we have to bear all the fruits whatever we have done for the sinful actions, and also for the good things also. So any action, there's a Newton's third law, right? Who wants to say Newton's third law? Let me see the hands. Do anyone know Newton's third law? No? Okay, let me say.
Third law.
Every action has a equal and opposite reaction. So if you take a ball and hit it on the wall, what will happen? The ball will bounce back, right? How much ever force you put on that ball, with the same force, it will come towards you. In the same way, this karma is also like that. So how much ever you do and entangled in that, you will also get the reactions towards us. But how come we will not be bound in karma? When you direct your duties or whatever you're doing towards Krishna. For example, if you're doing homework, right? How homework will not, you'll be wondering, like, how can I use this homework as, not getting any reaction? Why? Because if you think that Krishna has given you the power to do the homework, and also you just do it as your duty. Don't get saying that, okay, I'll do this homework, but 100% I should get 100 out of 100. Krishna, you have to make sure that I should get 100 out of 100. Don't give me 90 out of 100. You can't ask like that. That is, you are binding yourself when you ask. But if you say whatever you desire, you just do it, I will do my duty. For example, all these milestones and all FSA, all these exams are coming soon, right? For you, when you do your work sincerely and write your exam sincerely and leave the results to Krishna, he will surely protect you, and also he will surely make you shine in the exams. Okay? But don't rely on the results. It doesn't define, but it's always, you need to work sincerely very hard and do your duty. Okay? Like that. So he was saying, but no one is permanently related in this, in this world. The jiva who has entered this material body is eternally and without any material identity. So he was telling all this, baby. And also he said that in successive births, people became friends, relatives, enemies, or well-wishers. But no one is permanently related in this body. The jiva who has entered this material body is eternal and without any material identity. Will the soul have an identity? Only thing is, it's a part and parcel of Krishna. That's all. But And also he should be always doing service to Krishna. But other than that, soul doesn't have, like, if I'm called as Ratnavali in this life, next life I can be called anything, right? So I can be in any animal or any human birth. I can be the soul in me. So like that, it just changes, like how Subhadra and Palvit has said this verse, right? Dehino asminyata dehe. This picture really depicts that. See how they are changing. He is zipping the body and putting the new clothes, as if we are putting the new clothes. He is zipping this body and then getting into the new body, like that, like in the womb. So like that. So having spoken so, to the astonishment of everyone, the jiva left. He doesn't want this body anymore. He wants to get rid of this body, and then he just went away and said, I don't want this body. I don't want these parents. I don't want this well wishers. I don't want this relatives, enemies. I don't want anyone. I don't want to do anything with this material world. And he just vanished from there. See, and everyone are like, ma, well, like really got stuck. Saying, what happened now? What this boy has literally spoke is the truth. And all the queens, they were like able to understand, their misdoings for this boy, and they were like, really ashamed of their action. Now, the moral of this part section is relationships induce possessiveness. That means that this is mine, you are mine, Amma is mine, Nana is mine, like that. But both relationships and possessiveness are temporary, even within one lifetime. Like you can say that, okay, I have a relationship with my sibling, so I'll say that, okay, he is mine only, right? So if that mine only that comes, then what will happen? If that mine vanishes, what will be happening? We'll lament and we will be out of this world. So like that, don't get so attached to the things around you, but you have to see everyone as the servants of dasanudas, like, Krishna and Krishna's devotees. That way we will be able to see do good devotional service towards Krishna and go back to Godhead and enjoy there. No more temporary. Everything is permanent there and will not be here. Okay. So that's why they are saying that everything is temporary, and we should not have all this entanglement. So next, what will happen to King Chitraketu? What he'll do? All this we will learn in the next week, from Monday onwards. Okay. Now I'm open towards questions. Any questions? Anyone wants to share anything?
No, Mataji.
Mataji, can I share something?
Yes.
So one thing I learned from your moral story is like that when the baby got poisoned, like when the child got poisoned by all the wives,
Mm-hmm.
the jiva left to this body, and then the jiva came back and explained the wives to everything, and he had stated the truth, and he said that we shouldn't lament in this life, we shouldn't lament everything, we should
Mm.
we should the jiva has to do its job by leaving the body whenever it fades away, or if it dies, and
Yeah.
this is the jiva's job. So the jiva explains to everyone that this is our job, this is our duty, so we must leave the body if the body dies.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Subhadra. Thank you so much for saying that. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, so I will stop sharing screen. I think Ramya Mataji is already in the class. Haribol Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji, I'm here.
Haribol. Please accept my humble obeisances of Rishi
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Mataji. Dhanavad Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. And you can continue.
Sure,
from
Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam. Let me share my screen. You're able to hear me clearly, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I'll just share my screen. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
All right. So we'll hear about two moral stories today. Both of them have similar lesson. Okay. So the first one is foolish people follow blindly. Did you hear this before? Any one of you?
No, Mataji.
No? Okay. I just want to make sure. All right. So let's see now. So one day there was this rabbit relaxing under a tree. So the rabbit is thinking to himself. What is he thinking? What will happen if the earth breaks into two parts? It's just a thought, okay? It's just a thought of the rabbit. It's not reality. It's just a thought. Now let's see what happened after that. Just at the same time, something fell on the head. What was it? It was a fruit. Now there was the thought that what happened. The rabbit was thinking that what will happen if the earth breaks into two parts, and now this fruit fell on the head of this rabbit. So, what did the rabbit think? It's concocting basically. The rabbit is, because the fruit fell, the rabbit is thinking, oh, my thought has come true. The earth is really breaking down. And what did the rabbit do? It started running. So, to save my life, I must run to a safer place. So, thinking that, the rabbit started running. Now, other rabbits, they are looking at this rabbit that is running. So then they're asking, what happened? Why are you running? So now the rabbit that is running is saying, don't ask any question, just run for your life. So this rabbit is a foolish rabbit. So the other rabbit also started following the previous one. Now see what happened. Very soon, a horde of frightened rabbits were running. Everyone got carried away by the message of the first rabbit. And now who noticed? So now the deer noticed. So same thing. Even this one got carried away. Now let's see what is going to happen. So similarly, all other animals in the forest joined this group. Why? They all thought that the first rabbit, whatever the first rabbit said, is true, that the earth is tearing apart. Okay. So the first rabbit, it's just concocted in its mind that the earth is tearing apart, and uh, the fruit fell on the head of the rabbit. So the rabbit thought, oh yeah, it's true that the earth is tearing apart. So now finally, who did they see? They saw this lion. Now all the animals, even the elephant also came, joined this group. But the intelligent lion, what is the lion asking? What's the matter? Why are you all running? Now, what are they saying? They said, don't you know the earth is breaking? Now, let's see what will the lion say. So, the lion is intelligent. So, the lion is saying, oh, that's impossible. Something is fishy. Something is wrong. So, then the lion, the lion said, all of you stop. What is the matter? So then the elephant and others, they started saying, we must go away from here immediately. The earth is breaking, Your Majesty. So lion asked, who saw it happen? Okay. So each one said the previous one reported, the previous one reported. So like that, it went to the rabbit. Okay. So the rabbit said, I'll take you there at the spot where it happened. I saw it with my own eyes. So the lion said, okay, did you really see? Let's go. Then the rabbit is telling the story. A fruit falls and the sound of dry leaves. I'm sure so the lion is thinking now that, this rabbit, foolish rabbit, has made a mistake. So the lion is saying, okay, take me there. Now they are going. See, wait, I'll go with the rabbit and find out what really happened. Now let's see. The lion and the rabbit, both of them went to the spot where it happened. Now look here. After a long time, they have reached where the event occurred. Now the lion is asking, oh, is this the place where you heard the noise? Then the rabbit said, yes, that is the place where I heard the thundering noise. Now the lion looked closely at the dry leaves and found out exactly what had happened. Now the lion is addressing the crowd. The lion is saying, oh, dear friends, this is the mistake. You did not check the truth. You have blindly followed this rabbit and you relied on this rumor. Okay? So, what did you all understand? Foolish, all of them in the group, until they have reached this lion, previously, all of them, they were just believing that, oh, the previous one, the rabbit is right. They did not even inquire what exactly has happened. Is it true or not? They just thought, oh, the rabbit just said, the earth is breaking apart. You don't know. That's all. They thought, oh, let's also go. Let's also run and save our life. So they all ran. They joined the group. But just the lion intelligently asked, what exactly happened? Where exactly happened? Who saw it? Come, let's go and see it there. And asked all those questions and got it clarified. And also uh, told this group of animals that, this is actually false rumor. Without checking the truth, you all believe this rumor. So the moral is that foolish people follow blindly, but intelligent people, what do they do? What did the lion do here?
Ask
Did the lion
questions.
follow?
No,
Yes,
he
the
checked
lion.
the truth.
Yes, the lion inquired, asked, and verified what's exactly going on. Okay, Subhadra, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Yes, Mataji. What I learned from your moral story
Mm-hmm.
is that like you should never trust foolish people because they might, so like a scenario would be like this moral story, like the rabbit for like thought that the earth, like what would happen if the earth split into the two pieces, and he really thought that after he was thinking that he thought that the earth was splitting in half because of that one fruit and some dried leaves. And he got
Yeah,
so frightened and so scared that he ran
yeah.
away.
So he made up his own concoction.
Yeah.
He basically, and then he thought it's truth because
Mhm.
of that fruit that fell on his head. That's one thing. And
And
another
and,
thing,
and whoever trusted the rabbit was also foolish.
yeah, yeah, they were also foolish. They were just blindly following the foolish rabbit. Okay, now I'll tell you similar story and then we will connect it to our scriptures. So I will ask you now think about example.
Mataji, didn't you
Uh,
say there was two moral stories?
yeah, there's one more. There's one more. But I'm just giving you a heads up that you think about an example from our scriptures or whatever stories you have heard so far in Bhagavatam or any other scripture that you can think of that you could relate with this story. Okay? I'll give you time anyway. Now we will move on to the next story. That is also something similar. Now let's see. So this is about a fox that lost its tail. Now, what happened? So one day there was this fox. The fox was having this big tail, and what was the fox doing every day? He used to comb his tail with his paws, and every day the fox used to look at the tail, and he would think, "Oh, I have a very beautiful, pretty, fat tail." Okay. Now one day the fox went in search of food and his tail got caught in the cage. What will happen? The fox started screaming. He was in pain and the tail was cut. Poor fox. Now, what to do? So the fox lost the tail and started running for life. He stood at the place. The tail was so dear to the fox now, uh, it's not having the tail anymore. So it began to cry. It was feeling very ashamed. Oh, I don't have tail anymore. So then the fox started thinking, oh, every animal has a nice, beautiful tail. Only I don't have. So now everyone will start teasing me because I don't have the tail. So as I said earlier, the fox started feeling ashamed, and also uh, it, the fox is making some plans now. Let's see what the fox is thinking. See, he thought of a plan so that he will not be ashamed when he is with his fellow friends. Okay? Now it's coming up with some stories. So the fox is saying, the fox, he called all of his other fox friends. And what did the fox say? He said, um, all the assembled foxes sat down on green grass. Yeah, my dear friends, I used to like my tail very much. But after I lost it abruptly, I got peace. Is that the truth?
No, Mataji,
No,
that's the
Mataji.
opposite.
It was the opposite, right? So the fox is making up its own stories. So now let's see what happened. So the fox is saying the tail keeps dragging uselessly behind us and keeps getting dirty. Also, it is said that even ancestors of humans did have tail. But after it was dropped, the man made progress. So therefore, to make progress, you must cut off your tails. So this is the story that the fox came up with, just so that the fox won't feel ashamed. The fox want to make sure that, I don't have it, so I don't want anyone else also to have it. Okay? So like this, the fox came up with this story. Now hearing this, there was everyone were quiet. Now let's see. The one older fox said, "See, all of a sudden, if you had not lost your tail, then would you have cut off your tail in the name of progress? Has God unnecessarily given us the tail?" Now, because this fox is wise, that's why the fox is asking. Because you lost your tail, you are saying that we all have to cut off our tails to make progress. Do you think God has unnecessarily given us the tail? This fox is wise. That's why it's saying that, God has given us the tail. So why would God give something that will not help us make progress? Right? Isn't it? So this fox is questioning. Now the other one, what happened to the fox that lost the tail? That fox understood that, okay, they understood my plan, my trick. So it felt very ashamed. And he lowered his head and silently walked away. So in the previous story also, the foolish rabbit misguided others. But the intelligent lion inquired and did not follow them. Even here, because this fox is ashamed and envious, so the fox was trying to cheat others. was misguiding, isn't it? But the intelligent fox, the other intelligent fox, what did the fox say? That do you think God has given us unnecessarily? So even this wise fox is intelligent. So what is the moral? We should not blindly follow what others say. Now you tell me from the scriptures where you hear this, that someone was misguided, but they did not follow blindly. Who was that? Hmm?
Prahlad Maharaj did not follow what Hiranyakashipu said.
Yes, very nice, Vrinda. Is it he? So Hiranyakashipu, that is good. And then who else were trying to teach Prahlad Maharaj?
Um,
What was the name of the teachers?
Chanda Namaraka.
Chanda and Amarka. Remember in the last class only, in the previous moral story, I was telling about Chanda and Amarka. They were trying to teach Prahlad Maharaj, and Prahlad Maharaj was teaching his friends about scriptures. The friends were saying that, oh, Prahlad, no, it's not time for us to do bhakti. Let's go and have fun. But Prahlad Maharaj said, no, it is not. It's we have to practice bhakti right from childhood. We should not waste our time. Isn't it? Good habits should be followed from childhood, because in the old age it is difficult to follow. So Prahlad Maharaj was not following Shanda and Amarka's teachings. They were teaching how to control people, how to gain wealth, those materialistic subject matter. So Shanda and Amarka, whatever they were teaching, Prahlad Maharaj did not follow that. Isn't it? He was not blindly following Shanda and Amarka. So Prabhupada quotes this verse always. And then one more example. Think of any other example who was misguided but he did not listen. Okay, I'll give you another clue. He's in the family of Prahlad Maharaj only. Okay, anybody? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No one? Vrinda, Subhadra, anybody want to say? Okay, I will say. Okay, I'll give you another hint. He is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Now you can say, who's the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj? Oh, huh?
Hiranyaksha.
Prahlad Maharaj's grandson.
Hiran-
Okay, I will give you another clue. His spiritual master was Shukracharya. Okay, no problem. I will tell the answer here. Can you all see?
yes, Mataji.
Who is it? So who is the one who did not follow?
Bali Maharaj.
Yes, it is Bali
Hari
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Yes. So Srila Prabhupada quotes this famous verse. Does anyone know this verse? Would anyone like to recite this verse? Someone can volunteer to recite the verse and someone can volunteer to recite the translation if anybody want to. Would anyone like to recite the verse?
Mataji, I would like to read the translation.
Mataji, I would want to read the translation, Mataji.
Translation. Okay, who
I would want to read the translation.
everyone want to read the translation? Who
Mataji, I
want
want to read the
verse?
verse, Mataji. This is Giridhari Mataji.
Okay, go ahead, Giridhari. Please read the verse.
Yes, Mataji. नाते विदुस्वार्थगतिं हि विष्णुं Wait, Mataji, what tune is it?
You don't have to, don't worry about the tune. You can say just like how Prabhupada says, Nate vidu swartha gatim hi vishnum durashayaye
Nate
bahira.
Nate vidut swarta gatim hi vishnum saya ye bahir arta
Manina.
manina anda yata na andai upani manas te pisa tantriptam
Yeah.
uradni bada.
Thank you. You tried. Nate vidu swartha gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirarthamanina anda yathander upaniyamanas te pishatantriyam urudam nibbadha. This is what Prabhupada quotes famously. So okay, who was raising the okay, now I'll give everyone chance to read the translation. Who volunteered? Okay, Vrinda. Uh-oh. Sorry, can you see my screen? It disappeared. Okay, you can see, right? Still?
Yeah, now I can see Mataji.
Okay, two volunteers because so many you read half, Vrinda, and someone else can read half. And
Okay.
someone else can
Can I
explain.
read
Persons who are
her?
strongly entrapped by the wait, Mataji,
Mataji, can I read
Yeah,
the
got
till here
you.
you can read. Yeah.
what?
Persons who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material lives and who have therefore accepted on their leader or guru a similar blind man attached to. Mataji, can you click the full screen button?
Okay, sorry. Because I want to give others. Okay, you read till Lord Vishnu, okay? Someone else will read after that. Yes, yes, Vrinda. Sorry, read.
Okay. Blind men attached to external sense objects cannot understand the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of Lord Vishnu.
Okay, so now who want to explain what does this mean? Vrinda, would you like to explain? Subhadra, who want to explain what it means? Does anyone want to say anything?
So
Okay.
Mataji, basically this verse, like Vrinda said, is basically
Only
like
till Lord Vishnu you can say, okay? It's simple. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Just till Lord Vishnu. Yes. Yes, Subhadra, sorry. Go ahead.
Persons who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life and who have
No,
their
Vrinda already read it. So you just who was trying to explain? Somebody was speaking, right?
oh
I think it's me, Mataji.
Giridhari?
so Mataji, can I explain?
Yes.
So so until the word Vishnu, like this much, the half of the paragraph, what this is explaining, what this is trying to say is that like people who are like in the consciousness, like people who are in the mode of enjoying material life, like for example possessions, they dearly love those possessions, and if they love those, they're like entangled, like they're like a blind man from like coming from the hospital, like they're a blind man, they can't see anything. And uh, our guru is the hospital, like he cures us, and he's like the doctor, he cures us, and we can see we can then have the mode, we can then have the consciousness of and like we can engage in Lord Vishnu's service, and we can go back to Godhead as
Yeah,
with
yeah, that's
Krishna.
true. That's true. But what this verse is saying is basically somebody who is blind, who is strongly entrapped by consciousness of enjoying material life, who is deeply engrossed in sense gratification. Those people, they accept their guru as similar blind person. Okay, they don't understand, the person who don't understand that the goal of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. So the blind people also follow blind people. So just like how the rabbit, the initially, remember, the foolish rabbit was running, and then the whole group followed. So like that, that over there, the initial rabbit was like the blind guru, and rest of them, all of them followed this other rabbit, right? So someone who is deeply engrossed in sense gratification, they don't, and they choose their leaders also like that, who are equally engrossed in sense gratification. Blind, so that's why it is said, who have therefore accepted as their leader or guru similar blind man. Did you follow that?
Yes, Mataji.
The guru is also attached to, so they don't know how the quality of a guru. Basically,
They
they are
accept
engrossed.
him.
Yeah, they also accepted a false guru. Okay. Now, uh, so now next rest of the lines, what are they saying? As blind, now you can read from here, Subhadra, if you want to. As blind men guided by another blind man. You want to?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, read.
Blind men guided by another blind man misses the right path and fall into a ditch. Materially attached men led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor, which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life, suffering the threefold misery.
See, as as blind men guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into a ditch. Materially attached men led by another materially attached men are bound by ropes of fruitive labor, which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life, in the threefold miseries, cycle of birth and death. So because they don't understand that the goal of life is to serve Lord Vishnu. The person is materially attached, their guru, they choose the guru also who is materially attached. So both of them are falling into a ditch. So, but in case this is who is speaking this verse, Prahlad Maharaj is speaking this verse. So that's why I was asking you all, who can you think of? Did Prahlad Maharaj follow Shanda and Amarka or Hiranyakashipu?
No,
No. Who
Mataji.
did Prahlad Maharaj follow?
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni.
Good job, Sri Charan. Yes. Prahlad Maharaj followed Narada Muni. Narada Muni knows the goal of life. Now, what about Bali Maharaj? Who was the guru of Bali Maharaj?
Shukracharya.
Shukracharya. Now, in the second story, we have seen that the fox whose tail was cut was envious of other fox. So, what was the fox trying to do? The fox was trying to say that, there's no need of the tail. It is actually unnecessary. So, all of you should cut off your tails. By cutting the tails, we will make progress, isn't it? So, the fox was misguiding. Similarly, was Shukracharya misguiding Bali Maharaj or not? Do you all remember? What did Shukracharya say? Bali Maharaj wanted to offer everything to Lord Vishnu, but Shukracharya said, no, don't offer to him, isn't it? He will take away everything from you.
Because of Vamanadev,
That's
Vishnu.
true. That's true. So Bali Maharaj, he understood that the purpose of life is to please Lord Vishnu, isn't it? So did Bali Maharaj follow Shukracharya or no? What did he do?
Mataji, he ignored his guru, but even though he ignored his guru, he still know the he still did the right path and did offer everything to Vamadev, to Vishnu.
Yes. So Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj, both of them, we can see they did not blindly follow what
Shukracharya.
Shukracharya advised, isn't it? Okay, so the essence basically is for you all. How do you all relate to this story? So sometimes what happens when you deal with your friends or someone, if they are not you should be able to understand whether are they guiding you. You should at least inquire whatever they're suggesting you. Are they in line with what our scriptures are saying? What my parents are teaching me? You should not blindly follow. what everyone is saying. And sometimes you can also come across some envious people. Let's say if you're learning something good, okay? So someone can feel, oh, this person is making progress. They will try to pull you down. There are some envious people like that who try to pull you down, who, if you're trying to learn something good, they try to stop you, or they say, oh, this is not needed. Why are you doing this? Just like the fox was saying that we have to cut off our tails so we'll make progress. It was making all false stories, right? So, like that, someone can also try to misguide you, but you should intelligently. So how will you get that intelligence? How how can you inquire? How will you understand whether what your friends are speaking to you, are they guiding you properly or are they misguiding you? How will you be able to understand?
So, Mataji, so basically we can like listen for instructions for like from a spiritual master, like a guru. So we
Yeah, that's true. But for you also, you're reading, you're attending Bhagavad Pravaha classes. You're reading from our scriptures. You're hearing Prabhupada's Leelamrit, isn't it? You all read Leelamrit?
Yes,
You
Mataji.
read,
Yes.
yes, you're reading the prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam. So when you hear all these stories from Srimad Bhagavatam and you hear Prabhupada's pastimes and Guru, our spiritual master's pastimes, you hear from your parents. So and the main thing is you all have to chant also nicely. You should chant and you should hear and you should eat Krishna Prasadam. Then you will get intelligence and you will be guided properly. Okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
All right, so we will stop here. Oh my goodness, it is already 7:40. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you, kids. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhyeva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Indukoti Vaishnava Jai Prabhupada Jai Gaura Mata Jai Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dana pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
Ratnavali
Hare
Mataji
Krishna.
ki jai. Thank you, everyone. We close the call for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Hari Hari Bol.
Hari